Hello my friends, let's walk through my under eye concealer routine. I'm also going to do this eye and kind of touch on the subject of why it could be turning gray. I'm very excited for this video. I think it's going to be helpful, so let's do it. Now we have some really nice and hydrated under eyes. That looks really good. All right. Now it's important to make sure that everything is nice and tapped in, and I kind of feel around. I'm going to give you one of the best skin prep tips that you might have ever heard. Maybe you've heard better. For me, I want my skin to have grip, but when I do like that, I want to touch my fingers and I don't want to feel any product on them. I want the product to just be the grip, not follow my fingers. Now, if you're not in your 30s, I'm actually almost in my 40s. You can skip this part, but I actually do see a difference with this. This is the Laura Geller Line Smoother. Friends, I am using a whisper. Too much of this and it's just going to betray us. And I do work it in with a brush as well, but I do that same amount on each side. And again, if you're under 30 or you just don't have a lot of fine lines, you can go ahead and skip this part, but I love this stuff. I like to take a dense brush and work that in. It really does make a difference. I just feel the way a brush can push a product in is like no other. And this is the C31. Okay, we're almost to concealer. I feel like I'm a side-by-side learner, so I'm gonna do this eye with my technique. I like to start with a small amount of corrector. Now, I don't always wear corrector, but I have on a blue-gray, and it's going to pull the blue-gray out from under my eye. So let's just cancel a little bit of that blue with our peach. This is gonna feel so wrong what I'm about to show you. This is gonna be my foundation shade. Okay, but you have to remember, not only is there going to be bronzer added into this mix, the under eye, what happens here is this sets back further, so there's automatically going to be shadows. So to kind of bring that shadow forward, I go a little bit darker with my concealer. I know it sounds so wrong. This is still going to get brightened with powder, so you have to factor that in too. But this is a shade I would have wanted to use with my foundation. This is a concealer. I would have wanted to go 2 shades, even 3 shades brighter than the foundation. Remember, this is the foundation. So this is where I used to think I wanted to be, but it is not. So I'm just going to go in on this side, no corrector. I do love this concealer. This is just not the right shade. I wear 150 and this is shade 90. Now I'm gonna blend this in. And remember, I don't really have that dark of circles. So just imagine shadows from that still creeping through. And it's really, really hard to cover correctors, especially when we're having to use more pigmented correctors. It's really hard to cover them with shades that are just much too light. I find it a lot easier to brighten after. This concealer is really, really good, but you are going to see a difference here in a second. I already see it. All right, let's wipe off our brush and let's keep trucking on this side. Let's do our concealer. This is the darker shade. And again, it's not going to turn my eye dark, but it's really going to counteract any darkness. It's going to help with shadows. And we can still brighten it without it turning gray. So imagine this in a second. We're going to set that with our regular powder and you'll see a difference there. I'm also going to put my foundation on, but I wanted to kind of already show you this. There's so much more balance on this side. I really like this stick foundation. This is the Ulta Beauty Collection. Light to medium cool. That's my shade, my winter shade. Okay, I'm gonna let you watch this melt in, C42. She's a good brush. And you can already see that once it's blended, it doesn't feel as jarring. But you gotta have that balance where you have any part of the face that sinks in. It's gotta be just a little bit darker. I swear there's a painting moment in there. I wish I wasn't that type of artist so I could explain that better. Already you can see that this is just a little bit more gray through here. And you can also really see this line. This is also kind of lending itself towards puffy eyes, Wherever your puffiness stops, I want you to continue. I'm just going to use this kind of as a quick demo. So the puffiness doesn't stop until here. I want you to go a little bit over with that darker concealer and kind of just finish that darker concealer where that puffiness almost ends. Go past the puff. That's easy to remember. Take that concealer, go past the puff. And when everything is just a little bit darker, it can be disguised more. Now for this side, most of us don't take a powder that's super close to our skin tone. Let me show you here. See how that kind of darkens? We don't do that. We take a brightening, not a super duper brightening, but if we take any kind of brightening on this, it is going to turn gray. No. Even if I try to work it in, dust it away, it is still gray. I did not mean to rhyme, but I do have the time. I am done. That being said, if I had any more hollowness underneath my eye, or if I had darker circles, this would even be more gray. But I did get a fresh puff. I'm not mixed. We're stained. Color Theory has everything in my room filthy. But that being said, fresh puff doesn't have any powder on it. And I like to go in and make sure that there's no product buildup in my fine lines. Fine lines, normal. I have a video on that. We love those. We're human. We're existing. It's fun. We're smiling. We're laughing. But makeup built up in them and kind of caked, that needs to be set. So I'm going to take that, wiggle that in. Now look at that difference. And it's still bright. And if you want it to brighten more, you absolutely can. As long as it has that balance underneath. Oh, that looks so good. Look, it even hides my milia. We have fun. Look at it up close. I, myself, am the product of a million mistakes. This was look, it even makes this look worse. We ain't gotta live like that. I feel fine, but if you are feeling dry, that I can just spray this. Don't spray it with your eye open. I don't know what about me anymore. I don't even think I'm real. I film too much. And then I'll take a dense brush and just lightly tap that. So lightly, my friends, we don't want to disturb anything, but this just kind of incorporates a little bit more moisture back in, and this will completely dry down. It's not a sealant. It's not going to lock it in, but it is going to add hydration to the powder if you feel you over powdered. I didn't, but I wanted to give you that tip. Look at this difference. This is definitely turning a little bit gray. You can definitely see the fine lines more. It actually even looks a little bit blue as opposed to this side. And if you wanted to go brighter, you could just add a little bit more powder. You can definitely brighten it up. It's just so important to have the balance. I know I'm very repetitive, but when everything has just a little bit more depth behind it, same with corrector, it's going to do its job even better. Look at this difference. Okay, I really hope that this helps. Bye.